Hey y'all, welcome to the double-sided adhesive tutorial. Okay, I am going to use a straight up and down cup. It's very important to note that it's not tapered so that when I'm wrapping my little paper around here, I'm making a very clean template for the sizing. And I need that for when I go into Cricut to cut my design, so I know the exact size that I need. I am an artist, and so I'm creating my designs and then saving them and uploading them into Cricut, which is what you're going to see me doing right here. Again, I'm having Cricut cut this. The double-sided adhesive I'm going to list down below, but it's basically just paper. And so when you pull away one side, you're going to have a clean pull away, and then the other side will be adhesive. And then as we start pulling away, it's also going to be adhesive. So there's no extra glue involved in this. Okay, so it's in Cricut, but it's huge, so I need to make it the correct size. Again, I'm making it the size of that paper that I had wrapped around the cup itself, just to make sure that I'm going to be pretty exact with it. And this design was created specifically for my float. We are going to be ballerinas this year. Here I'm going to add an extra rectangle so that it will cut the outside, because if you notice, my design does not have an outside cut, it's just the actual image. So this is going to give me that outside clean cut. I'm going to center it all up. And then you're going to see me change the color here to black so that once it goes onto my mat, it's all going to recognize as the same thing. I'm also going to attach these two images together so that when it goes to cut, they will be cut together. Otherwise, Cricut seems to want to put them in two different spots, and it can be a bit aggravating. Okay, so that's what my mat's going to cut. And I'm going to use the washi tape setting. And let the Cricut do its work. Just for reference, this is the actual design. Okay, so after it's cut, you'll see here, I'm just making sure it's the right size, and I'm going to start pulling it away. So I'm going to put on my left-hand side is where it's sticky, and then I'm going to just adhere it to my cup. Again, no additional glue is being used. Now, I am not precise on this wrap. If I were to take my time and make it nice and clean, it would look really good, but I'm not doing that, obviously. So as you see here, I'm missing a whole lot of spots. We're going to fix that in the end, don't worry. So it's important to realize that you really do not have to be super duper precise with this. And again, we're not selling these, we're throwing them off the float. So they're really for fun, but this is just speeding up your whole Mod Podge process. So I am going to push, here you see me pushing this down. I want to make sure that the spots aren't pulled up too much, so that way when I start pulling, it's going to leave me clean lines. So because this is a line drawing, I'm going to pull away everything that I want to be the black glitter first. So I'm just pulling away, and what's left underneath is actual adhesive. So that is what the glitter is going to stick to. And now the fun part of starting to pour the glitter, I'm just putting it all over, and it's just sticking to it because, again, it's very tacky underneath. But everything that's white, it's not going to stick to because that paper has not been pulled yet. So there you go. Now I'm going to start pulling my next colors. And you can see that it comes up pretty easily. It's not a foolproof method by any stretch of the imagination, but I can tell you that I did this cup in maybe 20 minutes, I want to say. It was very quick to do because the Cricut's doing all that work for you, and you don't have to wait for the drying process, which is amazing. And I started experimenting on this particular cup because I really want to add some different greens to it and see. Just trying to do a little blend. It worked sort of. And I have to tell you that I do not notice the glitter mixing, meaning when I'm pouring gold, it's not sticking to wherever the black is. It's really, the glitter's really filling in those blank spots. Now here you are going to see me pull out my little paintbrush because I was just trying to sort of blend that glitter a little bit more. I wanted to see if it was going to help. It really didn't. And there wasn't anything on the paintbrush, I should have said. Now, I'm sorry that I cannot find who I first saw this from, but it was a brilliant idea. So they took white glitter, they bought that little shimmery eyeshadow from the Dollar Tree, which is what I did. I added it to the white glitter and mixed it up to make basically the color of her feet, and it worked really, really well. So I just used that shimmery eyeshadow from Dollar Tree, mixed it with some white glitter, and it worked. Okay, so here we go with the background. And I'm going to show you in a bit how we fixed that little problem I had in the beginning of not putting it on totally straight. Okay, so I'm just going to hit it with some Mod Podge on my little paintbrush there in those areas that we had missed. As it's easy as that. Now, I tried to do a little ombre sort of mixed color effect. It worked, sort of. And there we go. It is very sparkly. It was easy to do and looks great.